interviewed the Island Boys after their the whole French kiss situation.
I had to know. I had to talk to him about that move. Yeah.
And I guess Fly Soldier, one of the guys, came out as gay.
He denied it when I interviewed him, and I'm not really sure how that works because I saw a whole clip of him basically saying that he was a top and he was gay and that you can't hate on gay people, etc. But then when I interviewed him, he kind of denied it. So that was interesting.
Well, I mean, to me, the gross part was him kissing his twin brother. I mean, honestly, that's someone who has twins in his family. That's just yucky to me. Like, it's just really like, if cloud chasing is now incest, like I'm just over it. Like I can't even get my head around that shit.
And that was what was funny is that the clip of them kissing went viral like the night before Lena's scene with Jason Love dropped. So I'm like kind of like looking
How do we compete against that?
I'm like competing for like who could have the most degenerate behavior. So yeah, but I mean, to be fair, our situation, she sleeps with another man while she's married. That was so shocking to people that people just could not look away. I understood how people felt because when I saw the Island Boys kissing, it consumed my mind because I could not believe, like, I've known a lot of twins throughout my life. I've known a lot of brothers throughout my life. Never did it even cross my mind that they would do gay content for OnlyFans to just make money because...
With each other.
Because, okay, and I asked them, I'm like, would you fist your brother? They made it clear that was a no-no. So I don't know. I'm like, would you jerk him off? They said no. So I guess that's not allowed, but the thing that...
But kissing is allowed?
But kissing is cool. Because, okay, this is the thing is, if you look at the porn world, a lot of these girls are gay for pay. Meaning, they'll do lesbian stuff with other girls, but meanwhile, if they weren't a porn star, they would never hook up with another girl.
Right.
Now, there's also some fair percentage of girls who would be very happy to date a woman or at least, hook up with a woman just to have a good time, even though they probably primarily date men. And, I get that. There's even guys in the porn world who I know do gay stuff and they're not gay, but they can rationalize it in their head or whatever.
Right.
Your twin brother, I mean, that's a lot. That's like, to me, that's just like kind of this one sacred thing that I don't even know any female twins or female sisters that hook up with each other. And I know a bunch of sisters who are in porn, but not that hook up with each other. Like, that's a line that they won't cross.
I mean, but I've seen porn scenes with sisters. Actual sisters.
Actual sisters?
Yeah.
Well,
and they
much respect.
Yeah, I mean, look, incest is incest. You can't really just talk your way out of that shit. Like, honestly, you can't just rationalize your way out of it. Who's my brother, so it's okay. No, it actually makes it worse that he's your brother. Like,
and it makes it worse that they're not gay, if they're not gay. Because I know the one said he was gay, so I'm still...
Wait, so one of them gay is not the other gay, but they're kissing each other? What the absolute fuck?
Like, okay, if they were gay and they're brothers, they're still brothers, but if they were gay, I guess, like, that doesn't seem as despicable to me. But you not
incest
being gay...
is incest. Like, I'm not letting that one slide, man. Like, incest is incest. It's frowned upon for biological reasons, right?
Yeah.
If you get your sister pregnant, you might have a two-headed baby.
Do you think that incest should really be illegal, though?
Yes, I think it should. Yes, I think incest should be illegal, 100%.
I think for adults,
100%.
I don't think that the government should be knocking on your door and stopping you if you want to have sex with your family member. If you're an adult.
You do know what happens, what these babies look like, right?
Well, I don't think the Island Boys should have babies together. That's for sure.
I understand that part. But incest is a umbrella term that applies to both sexes.
Right, yeah.
Right? And what I'm saying is that you should not be legally allowed to have kids with your sister or your mom.
But that argument kind of goes out the window when we're talking about two dudes, right? So would you be willing to accept...
It doesn't, because it's still under the same umbrella, to me. There's biological reasons why this should not happen. There's biological reasons. Nature is telling you, don't do this. It's a bad idea.
It's not the hill that I want to die on, but I also don't really think...
I won't die on this hill. I am anti-incest.
I don't think this is a good use of our government's time.
For bullying incestors, then that's okay. I'm okay with that. Right. I'm okay. Okay? I'm not bashing gay people. Shout out, I have gay employees. I have gay friends. You know, I've gone out to dinner with gay people, just me and just the gay guy, you know, to talk about business shit. Shout out to Jason from Hollywood Unlocked.
Okay.
That's my man. You know what I'm saying? I've had him on the show. I respect him fully.
Great guy.
You know what I'm saying? Great guy. That's my friend who happens to be gay. You know what I'm saying? I have employees who are gay, like who are fully respected all across. I am fully, if you as an adult want to have sex with the same gender, I'm 100% for it. I'm pro gay marriage. I'm pro gay rights. You know, if you want to do Pride Week, the gay parade, I'm all for that. When it comes to incest, that's where I draw the line.
But you think our tax dollars should go towards the police stomping out brother on brother relationships?
I don't
that to me, I don't think that's a good use of the government's time.
Listen, there's lots of stuff that the government wastes money on, and I don't think there's a big incest task force that's out there busting incestors.
Well, that is a good point. That's kind of hard to imagine.
Yeah, exactly. I think these are oddball situations to begin with, right? Like, who wants to have sex with their mother? I don't.
Yeah, you almost don't need a law against it because so few people would want to.
You almost don't need a law against it, but clearly the Island Boys are opening up this Pandora's box of what I consider just nasty behavior.
And that's the crazy thing to me is because I interviewed them before they were the Island Boys, when they were just Instagram personalities that were going viral for like arguing with people. And I found them to be so hilarious that I invited them on the show. And then the Island Boys arc ended up happening for them soon after. And I had to go back and change the YouTube title to acknowledge that they were the Island Boys, and then I saw a big spike in views as soon as I changed the title to be about the Island Boys.
Remember, there was the rumor that they were that Epstein was their actual dad. There was that picture with the two kids that kind of looked like them.
And No Jumper never posted that story because I always knew it was fake. But it was kind of like at that moment, I sort of wished that our journalistic standards were a little bit lower because it was such a funny fake news story that I kind of wanted to embrace it. Yeah.
That was completely ridiculous, man. And like I said, if y'all want to bash me for because I'm talking down on incest, that's perfectly fine, man. I think there's certain things that are biologically, you know, if you have a very high chance of having deformed children, right? Because your DNA is so close to someone else. I don't think that this should be allowed in society. I mean, because this was happening. Because here's the thing, incest was not frowned upon in like the royal families, like in Europe and stuff like that. And you had these weird ass dudes with these giant chins, and you know what I'm talking about.
Well, okay, but the thing,
all that inbreeding like was really causing some fucking monsters in these families, man.
Right? And definitely we have to stomp that out. But in terms of like, still to this day, a lot of insular religious communities, now I'll let the people at home guess what religions we're talking about, but, you know, very small communities where they're not really allowed to date outside of their community, they end up committing incest at astounding rates.
Yeah, that's gross.
It's gross.
Yeah.
But it is happening. And I don't know, yeah, you're right. I don't know to what extent the government is stepping in. Anyway, the point I was making about the Island Boys is just, if they were genuinely gay and genuinely attracted to each other, I would not find it so revolting. But knowing that they're just doing it because it's popular on OnlyFans to some percentage of what I would assume is like a 90% homosexual audience that they've cultivated on their OnlyFans, that is what I guess I just find really gross about it. Even though I am in a situation where my wife just had sex with this big ass guy, and that was also for OnlyFans. But, you know, it wasn't her brother.
Right. If it was her brother, then I would be co-signing this, Adam. I'm sorry. I'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah, and I have a sister.
Right.
Never slept with her.
Thank God.
Never even thought about it.
Good.
Really, until right now. Yeah. But I'm gonna aim to never do it. We're gonna aim for never. Yeah.
That's a good aim to have. Aim for never.
Well, one of the guys who works for me is married to my sister as well.
Okay.
You met him last time I came here one time. Remember you showed me the content management system, the guy I was with, he's married to my sister. So there's even another reason.
Wow. There's so much cross-pollination going on at No Jumper.
Yeah. Well, that's how I met him.
Jason Love's going to be a video editor at one point. Like, It's all gonna be crazy.
Imagine him if he's like in his 50s and he's just working for me. Like once the whole porn thing runs its course, he's got a job at No Job Bro. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what it is, man. Adam22. Until next time.
Shout out Vlad. Appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Much love.